review of the Signals 40th anniversary box set. So, both Ralph, Todd, and myself all got this, and we all want to unbox and review it. Ralph unboxed his prior, not knowing we were doing this, and that's totally fine. We'll get to that. But two things before we get to the unboxing of the full box set. The t-shirts, pretty awesome stuff. You can get them Rush backstage. Ralph's got one on. I got one on. They're both for the Signals 40th anniversary. Pretty cool stuff.
I had two, perhaps.
Oh,
There you go. Secondly, as this didn't come with the box set, but this came with the 40th anniversary, the picture disc. So I am at liberty to say that this was actually a Rush fan's idea. So let me just say, keep it super vague. I have a contact that I've made throughout the years, and I'll get into this in a second, why this was presented or why we presented that. But yeah, the picture disc. So if you, I saw a lot of positive things about this and a lot of negative things about this. So there really wasn't any in between. It was a lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. So I think it looks awesome. I know picture discs aren't exactly, everyone's favorite to spin because they don't sound that great. And that's fine, but it's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool stuff. And it's pretty cool that, we had a hand in kind of helping out with that. And the reason that was suggested was because same deal, the live audio, a lot of people complaining about there being a lack of live material for this. And I can keep it very vague again and say that it was quality. There was some kind of, they were trying to make it happen. Let's leave it at that. And due to Rush, everything they put out is quality, and the material just wasn't quality enough for the release, so it didn't happen. So you'll have to live with the bootlegs, I guess. But so let's get into the box set. We've taken the plastic off just for time sake here. So this is what the cover looks like. I mean, Hugh Syme did a fantastic job. You got the Dalmatian, you got a massive fire hydrant. I don't know if there's any meaning behind that, but maybe just because it's the 40th and it's larger than life, and that's what happened. But this is a really beautiful album art. I like it a heck of a lot more than the original. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the original Signals cover. I mean, it looks cool, but in terms of the catalog of Rush, I think there's a lot better. Let me put it like that. This is by and large, in my opinion, better than the original, where some of the other ones, Moving Pictures, Permanent Waves, it's 50-50. I mean, take your pick, right? So how do you guys feel about the cover art?
I think it's an improvement as well. I like the original cover art, but I don't love it. I remember my mother saying to me when I came downstairs wearing the concert t-shirt, "Why do you have a shirt with a dog and a fire hydrant on it?" And that's what I always think of whenever I see it. So yeah. I think it's an improvement.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. Right. And I like the one with the dog
Yeah.
actually interacting with this fire hydrant.
Interacting.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The back looks like this. Mine fell off as soon as I took it out of the box.
Mine did too.
Okay. It's got like the Dalmatian spots on the back, which is pretty cool. And after it falls off, yeah, it's like it's almost, I don't know if this was like some kind of adhesive that they used paw prints with or what, but I'm going to guess it wasn't adhesive because the back of this doesn't look like it has any adhesive on it, or at least the back of, this. But either way, a nice touch because it's kind of actually printed all around the box set very subtly. I mean, you can actually see it pretty good on camera, but it's actually really subtle when you look at it, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I thought the sides of the top of the box didn't have anything on them until I took the plastic off, and it actually has the paw prints. That's
I didn't
one of the
realize
things
until
that
you
I'm
guys said
not
that.
crazy about the box is that there's no spine text. So when you store it, if you store it that way, like you'd store a record, it doesn't say anything on it. But I
Oh,
guess it's kind of cool that it doesn't.
maybe that's what the paw prints were for. I
Yeah,
mean, all right. Well, let's get
because
to the
moving pictures
unboxing.
has the film on it. So
Let's get to the unboxing, shall we? These things are always a pain to squeeze off, I guess. But so what do we have on top? I'm assuming this is the original record with the
Yes.
improved sound quality. Yeah, half speed
Yeah.
DMM.
Speed.
I like this a lot. This graphic, that's really cool.
Yes, and
That's something that you don't see until
Yeah.
you open it.
those that don't know what the meaning of this is, you'll see it. Maybe Todd, can you flip your signals vinyl behind you?
Oh yeah,
On the blueprint subdivision, you'll see the push pins and the yellow lines connecting them. So they're actually, it's a signal from the dog that's peed. Those are the spots where he peed, and the red thumbtacks are meant to be fire hydrants. So, and the yellow is, the dogs with other dogs and their signals, going around the neighborhood and sniffing other dogs.
Right. And they added the man and the star on top of the pin.
Yes,
and
they
this
did.
this cover is really nice. It's like a satin finish, but the red and the gold parts are shiny. So I don't know if you can tell that, but it's pretty cool.
It almost looks like this is in like water, because this push pin looks like reflective on water too, which is kind of cool. So, all right, let's open the record itself. Maybe have a little bit of trouble. There we are. All right. So yeah, you've got, I don't know, kids these days call them Wi-Fi signals.
Yeah.
Frequencies.
Okay.
Um,
The other side's the same.
the other side's exactly the same. Yep. So
It has two red and one black on one side, and then the other one is one red and two black.
side one with the one red, side two with the
Yeah.
two. I'm assuming. Yeah, that's the distinction. Okay. Good stuff. All right. What do we have next? We have a book. Now, I will say, when it comes to these things, when these things get announced, I don't even like really read through what is in it. I just click add to cart, buy, and do it, because I know that I'm going to have to buy it anyways for these, and I know that I'm going to want it anyways, regardless of what's in it. So we'll get to pricing and if is it worth it and all that at the end. But that's kind of how I do it. So I really don't know everything that's in here. So it looks like this.
You want me to show the back? The back cover is pretty cool.
There you go.
It's the map with the puppy, and that's what the spine of the book looks like. If anybody wondered.
-9. That's a countdown reference. Nowhere is the dreamer or the misfit so alone on the next page. I hope you know what that is if you're watching this video. Of course, the subdivisions. Next is the analog kid. Get the boy and the Dalmatian and the astronaut. Yeah, cool. Next, you've got also the analog kid. This was from the visualizer video.
Yeah, I recognize that.
Yep. Chemistry. You got two pictures with chemistry. In particular, I really like the touch with the spelling of the word chemistry, how it's got the R in red and it's got the parentheses around it, assuming for Rush. Then you got Digital Man, which got the little 8-bit characters there.
That's great.
Then you got
Little cyborg with the lyrics.
the weapons got a giant Facebook F
Oh.
logo. I don't know if that's I'm gonna assume that's both F for fear, and it's probably like how social media can be used as a weapon against people these days. I'm gonna assume that's maybe, and then it's got Rush written in graffiti on the F too.
Yeah, and the guy's looking at his phone.
The guy's looking at his phone, so I'm gonna assume it's something to do with social media. Yeah.
And the dog's peeing on it.
Yep. Yep.
The
So
dog
I've
is like,
seen this
stop
F
looking at your
in
phone.
few times artwork before on his website. I've seen just the F,
Yeah.
I think.
It's like he's foreshadowing.
Yes, right.
The next one's New World Man, of course.
Mhm.
So it's got some cool artwork there. And then it's got art. The next page is artwork from the visualizer video of New World Man. It's just a man running. Um, looks like to be on another planet or something like that. Next, we have Losing It. You got a wheelchair. You got a BMW bike over here. You got all Neil's books.
Right.
And bass drum over here on the right.
The Bubba Bar and Grill signs there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Now this is the first time I'm looking at a lot of these, so I'm sure we're probably missing a few Easter eggs in here. I'm gonna guess Hussein probably did a lot of this on purpose. Well, I know he did it on purpose, but I'm assuming he probably put some other Easter eggs in here that are probably a little bit harder to find. And then last, of course, is Countdown. So you've got a little neighborhood here, and with a rocket going off in the background. So uh, we don't have to go into the rest of these really, but there's just a lot of pictures in here that, to my knowledge, were never before seen, and that was used again as a way to supplement the fact that there was no live. Add in some pictures that were never seen before, and these are really high quality considering the time when they were presumptively taken.
Yeah, and their names are written in Morse code above their names and what their roles are, and then there's these little semaphore guys under that. Different ways of depicting signals.
The back of the book has, I assume, a couple of CDs. Maybe maybe these are the visualizer.
These like the Blu-ray version, and then
Yeah, the Blu-ray versions of the visualizer, maybe. Because I believe they were in this box set too. I'm not entirely sure, but
Well, is the Blu-ray a 5.1 mix? Hang on, let me see.
yeah, Blu-ray audio, Dolby Atmos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Dolby
placement
Atmos. And then the
5.1.
subdivisions and countdown videos.
oh, the music videos probably enhanced.
Yeah.
Okay. They put those on the website, so yeah, okay. All right. Inside we've got it's like flapped. In here you will find the lyric sheets that were supposedly exclusive to Rush Backstage.
Mhm.
We ordered it from there.
Yeah.
These are
I've,
all awesome. These are
I've created a binder with all the ones that I've collected from the different deluxe editions and put them in there. So I wish, I think a bunch of people said they wish they'd have a book of Neil's lyrics, and create my own until that comes out.
that's a wonderful idea. I'll probably have to do the same thing. All right. These are the 3D pictures of the boys. Probably a little bit difficult to see in the. So this one here, the pixelated one, they were included on the original Signals record. Yeah. And then it looks like they've, whatever you want to call it, depixelated them for the sake of this. These would be really cool to hang on a wall.
Yeah.
what do we have next? A whole bunch more pictures. Yeah, also pretty cool to hang on a wall, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I
And these
think-
are blank on the back, by the way.
Yep. I'm gonna assume again, these were probably included to supplement the lack of live audio. Pictures that were never before seen.
I like that. I really like that one of Neil just sitting there smiling.
Yeah.
You've got this, which is pretty cool. Which, again, I'm gonna assume that this is Hugh Symes' sketches of the original album art. Whether this was actually from 1982 or not, I have no idea. Perhaps it was a sketch for just done for the 40th, but regardless, it's pretty cool. Another something to frame, I would say, and put on the wall. And then we've got a double-sided
Oh, wow, look at that.
Signals 40th poster. This is pretty cool too. More goodies to hang on the wall with where I have no wall space.
And then
Yeah, and then the
Right.
inside, it's like that.
Inside, it's the top of the fire hydrant. There you go.
Yeah.
The top of the thumbtack. And this, of course, is stamped on the outside with paw prints too.
Yeah.
Yep. And then looks like this is it. It looks like we've reached the end of the line. 4 singles.
Mhm.
Now, I mentioned this earlier. I was asked, what perhaps might be a cool thing to supplement the lack of live, and I threw some feelers out to our group, and one of the things we suggested to my contact, again keeping that vague, was song specific artwork, exclusive artwork for singles, and that's exactly what we got. Which to me is cool as hell that we had some influence in this. And these are freaking awesome. They look wonderful. You've got
Yeah, they're really nice. They're really made out of really nice material. They've got
really
like a
high
satin
quality.
finish. And
It's
there's
like
artwork on the back that correlates to the B-side. So Red Barchetta Live.
yep. You got Subdivision
And-
front, Red Barchetta
Your
on
Old
the back.
Man.
These were singles that were released for the album in the 80s. Is that what I'm to believe?
I believe so. I mean, I have the New World Man Vital Signs Live single,
Okay.
but I believe that that's probably right. I think the B-side of Subdivisions was Red Barchetta Live.
Yes, it was. That was wasn't that a picture disc with the Starman with a couple different colors in it?
It was, yeah.
Yes.
So that was
Okay. Great.
I have it too, but I'm not gonna dig it out. But yeah, I have it.
You're right.
Subdivisions and Red Barchetta Live. Yep.
Yeah.
Countdown, New World Man.
hmm
Those, I mean, these are specific to you. You get this artwork in the booklet too, which is cool.
Right.
New World Man and Vital Signs Live. This Vital Signs Live.
They're only top 40 single, right? New World Man.
Man. And then the weapon that says single edit. So I'll have to spin this. I assume this
Right.
is probably like shorter.
Right. And it includes introduction by Count Floyd. If you read it
Oh,
on the back.
really? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely have to listen to that. Right.
Yep.
Like Russian Terry Brown. There we go.
Oh, and they got the semaphores on the actual discs.
Yeah, this is the Subdivisions disc.
That would be it. Sorry, that was Eric texting me. They're recording Stick It Out episode 4 in about 3 minutes, so apologize. Go watch that series if you haven't. But that's it. So let's review it, shall we? I'll start with you, Ralph. What do you think?
Well, like you said, for good reason, they unfortunately didn't have a live, and that would have been nice to have. Um, the one thing I noticed is there was no like extra, I guess, tchotchkes you call them, like with fake tickets or fake backstage passes, which I'm fine with. I think that's good. Um, I'm happy with my purchase. I think it's mostly I think about the artwork, obviously, and the upgraded audio. Um, but like you, I was buying it, you know, regardless of what happened.
Regardless, yeah.
Right. So
Todd?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think I
Ralph,
mean,
out of 10. Out of
oh,
10.
okay.
out of 10, 8.
Todd?
Well, I really like the packaging. Like for example, in here where these single sit, it's like velvety right here, but it's
Right.
still got like a vague image of the paw prints. And the quality of the paper and the way everything is displayed is really, really nice. I think it's definitely worth the money. And I'm biased because I love 7-inch vinyl. So I think it's definitely worth it. If you like Signals at all, I mean, you'll really appreciate the artwork. The reinterpretations of the artwork for each song is definitely worth not only seeing but being able to put your hands on. So yeah, I would give it a 9.
What was the cost of this again? Do we
Was
remember?
it was it 199 or 249?
I think it was 239.
Okay.
I don't.
It was cheaper than moving pictures.
My wife's just hearing that right now, so
Uh-oh. Mrs. Ralph, do you think
Mrs. Ralph is hearing that right now.
it was worth it, Mrs. Ralph? Okay, the
Yes, I
box set
so.
was $229.98.
Okay.
Um, so the last thing I did, I got called a rush homer on the Contrarians, so I won't be a rush homer this time. I don't think it was worth 230 US dollars. I personally don't think that it was worth 230 US dollars. It's a lot of stuff that like you could have put the record by itself and people would have probably bought it. Now, I think it's cool as hell that we had some influence in this. So to me, the $230 was worth it because we had some influence in it. But if I was just a casual consumer or just a lover of Signals or whatever, I don't think it would be worth $230. I think it's probably $160 box set.
I was just gonna say 179.99. I think it probably would have been a more compelling deal.
Yeah,
I
less
will
than
admit that.
because
That's why it's not a 10.
after shipping too, you're talking. I mean, it's not cheap, right? So
Yeah.
$250. Um, I mean, and the lack of live, um, I think that's not. Look, there's bootlegs of Countdown, The Analog Kid, and Chemistry, I believe, on YouTube. That is decent enough quality. So it would have been cool if they could have included the whole concert just to include those. And I would assume, we could have keep saying assuming on this because I don't know, exactly what went into this, but I would guess that Jesse from Stick Hits probably could have, worked his magic and upgraded those at least. So I'll knock it a point for the price. Again, worth it for me, but not for a regular Rush fan. I'll knock it a point for the lack of live, but I'll give it an extra 0.5 for the fact that we, were given the opportunity to kind of, assist in some of the things with the box set. So I'll give it an 8.5. I do think it's cool. I do think it's definitely, if you absolutely love Signals and you absolutely have to have all the box sets, then yes, buy it. If you're just kind of a casual fan and you just bought, you know, the moving pictures one or the lesser of the moving pictures one or whatever, then, you know, maybe the picture disc is for you. I'll have to spin that and see how it sounds. But it's not, you know, it's a picture disc, so we'll see how it sounds. But yeah, with that, we will wrap. If you got the box set and you know you want to give it a score in the comments, please do. Let us know what you think of the box set. Let us know of the two things that, you know, let us know what you think about the picture disc and the singles with the artwork, you know, the things that we kind of suggested. And yeah, let's I think we can all agree that we look forward to a potential Grace Under Pressure 40th. So hopefully that's next year. I mean, with the way things are going, probably the year after that, or a year after, but we'll see. Yeah, cool. Thanks, guys. That was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.
See you guys.